This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself. Today we have a Maytag electric heater that isn't heating up. This is an HYE3657AYW, and we're going to unplug it or turn off the breaker. We're going to use a screwdriver or a paint scraper to push in on these tabs to release the top panel, and we'll fold that back, and then we can check a few things here. So I'm just using a 1/4-inch drive to remove this one screw that's holding on, this little tiny screw that's holding on the thermostat. I'm going to unclip the wires from the wire holder, get them out of the way. Just pull back a little bit on that and get the wires out. Okay, now I'm using a standard head screwdriver to pry the front of the element out of a hole that it's in, just kind of spring loaded. I'll remove this little screw here. It's 1/4-inch screw.
If this video is helping you, please consider pressing down in the lower right hand corner of your screen the subscribe button, and that really helps our channel.
Okay, so we'll pull that screw out. This one's kind of long. It goes down, holds the element down, but also holds a high limit. It's kind of like a fuse. So we're going to pull the element out, and we'll use our continuity tester to test the element, and also this little guy, which is the high limit. This is pretty often the culprit for when your dryer won't heat. We're going to do a continuity check, and if it has continuity, then we know that it's okay. So we're going to test the ones circled here in yellow, circled in blue, and circled in red. The yellow one's the element, the blue one's the thermostat, and the red one is the high limit, kind of like a fuse. That's the one that's usually blows that you have to replace. So go ahead and put the two terminals, or the two probes on the two terminals of the high limit, and if we have continuity, then we know that that's not the culprit. But it could be that the element is having trouble, or this little guy here, which is the thermostat. So we should get continuity on this one too. And then lastly, we'll test these ends of the element to make sure it has continuity. So here is the kit that comes with the new element and a new high limit and a new thermostat. We're going to go ahead and put on these new parts. This is only about, I think, $35 for all three parts. So I'm pulling off the wires off of the old high limit. And the kit comes with two different high limits. One has a blue dot, one has a yellow dot. And the blue dot one goes for the electric dryers, and the red are the yellow dot goes one with the gas dryers. So this one's electric, so we use the blue dot. They're just rated a little bit differently. So I'm putting the number 5 here, circled in red, into the bracket number 6. And I'm going to put, where the blue arrow is, I'm going to put that tab down into the element housing. And then the screw is going to come in from the top to hold the top of that plate, to hold the high limit in position. Just getting all the wires securely put onto the element and onto the thermostat. So just make sure they're on there nice and snug. So we're going to feed the element in the back of it here first into the metal housing. You get to sit all the way down in there, and then we'll take the front of it, that part that's a pin, and we'll pull back a little bit on the pin to get it to go through a hole in the housing, and then we'll push that in, and then we're going to add this longer screw to hold that back of the element down, but it's also going down and holding the top of that plate that's holding the high limit, which is shown here, number 6. So make sure that screw goes down in front of this plate, about where you see that number 6 arrow. We're going to push the little pin from the front of the element back through that hole. You're just going to, once you get it in position, just bend it by pushing it in to hold it. There we go. All right, so now we're going to replace the thermostat. Pull the wires off first. And the thermostat has a little metal bracket. You have to remove 2 1/4-inch screws that are holding it to the bracket. So we got the new thermostat in position. We're going to add the wires back onto it. Make sure they're nice and secure. It's funny, with this dryer, all these parts actually were okay, but the dryer vent tube was so blocked that it was not able to dry the clothes, which we're going to fix here in a second. Just putting those screws back in. This particular dryer has a vent tube that goes vertically up to the roof, and they're notorious for getting really clogged up with lint, to the point even where the moisture can't leave the dryer and the clothes come out, even though it's a full cycle and it's hot, they still come out wet. So just putting those wires back into the wire holder. All right, we'll go and close the top. We'll push down, it'll click into position. So you can see this tube here in the back had so much lint it was actually falling out of the tube. It's pretty bad. There was a bunch of lint that was caught in the back of the dryer too that I had to pull out of that tube. So I'm using a vent cleaning brush to get out a lot of the lint, and the brush tool is actually, when it goes into the hole, it makes a right turn and goes straight up through the ceiling. And there was a lot of lint that got trapped in there. If you have that type of arrangement, like often seen in townhomes or condos, you have to do this more often, maybe about every 6 months. And when you do that, when you get rid of all that lint, then your dryer works much better. It just dries the clothes much faster, like it's new. You just took a big chunk out of the back of the dryer. Cleaning out that tube also. All right, now we're just putting it all back together. We're going to get this nice and tight. You can see in this bag, this is all the lint that came out of the dryer and the dryer vent tube. So it's about the volume of a basketball. And that's about a year's worth probably of accumulated lint. So it's heating up really good again, back to normal. Watching our video, and please subscribe to our channel when you get a chance. And also click the little bell notification button so we can send you weekly videos on all the different ways of fixing appliances around your home and saving you lots of money. So thanks again for watching, and please also press the like button for our video if this was helpful to you. Feel free to contact me at the email listed below, which is scottthefixitguy@yahoo.com, with any of your questions. And also, if you need to have a FaceTime meeting with me or a Zoom meeting, you can click on one of the links below in the description, and we can set up a 15-minute or 30-minute video conference where we can work on your appliance problem. So thanks again for all your support and for watching the video.